Welcome back. We are on workout number 7 of our home workout sequence. We're going to start with our warm-up today. Our warm-up is going to begin with the Tabata, 2 movements, 8 rounds, 4 rounds of each movement, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to start with the flutter move or flutter kick. It's just basically a swimmer, so you're balancing on your belly, alternating right hand up, left hand up, right foot up, at an intensity and a pace that works for your workout and the desires that you have for today. So if nothing else, just take it nice and easy, 20 seconds on. You'll have 10 seconds off, which will allow you to move into your second movement, which is a hollow hold. So this is just basically a static hold. We've done this before. Remember, zippering the feet and the knees, pushing through those heels. It's a core engagement, reaching through those fingertips, focusing on the breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 20 seconds, hold here, and then we alternate back to that flutter kick, which was our first movement. Moving on to our next movement, we've got mountain sliders in your sequence. So you can either purchase the slider discs that are available on the internet or at your local stores, or you can reuse the lids of the cookies that you've been eating during your social distancing time from Costco, like I have right here. The cookie lids are free. It's a great way to recycle. We're actually going to hand the mountain sliders off for this one so that you can actually see how the slider discs work. Now with our mountain slider, again, it's just like with our mountain climber. We're bringing our knees to our elbows, working at an intensity that we want prescribed in your team app for reps and the set sequence. So just bringing those knees to elbows, pushing back, and then bringing them forward. Focusing on the breath, stabilizing the upper body, stacking those joints through the movement. From our mountain sliders, we're going to work into a table thread movement. So this is just a kind of a mobility movement. We're going to slide our hand underneath the opposite armpit and then reach up toward the ceiling, getting a torso rotation, stabilizing through that stabilizing hand, grounding into the feet and the knees, keeping a nice flow with our breath, recovering from those mountain sliders. Moving into our half pigeon. So we're going to slide up into a down dog position, so getting those hips high, knees are back. We're going to send one leg toward the corner of the room, breathing in, and on the exhale, we'll bring that leg through into pigeon pose. So this is a yoga pose designed to loosen up some of our hips, hamstrings, and allow us again to recover from some of the cardio that we did with our mountain sliders. Now if you can, slide onto your elbows. If you're feeling comfortable with that, you can slide those elbows out and rest your forehead on the floor. This is just a big stretch. Again, focusing on the breath, alternate from the one side to the other. We're going to do both sides through the movement. We're going to go back into mountain sliders after 2 rounds of the half pigeon, and then we're going to go into a bear crawl. Now, most of you aren't going to have a huge room for your warm-ups like we do in the gym. So what I've done is I've modified the workout to just have, or the warm-up just to have 4 steps forward with the bear crawl and then 4 steps backwards. So remember with the bear crawl, it's foot to hand and then the hand moves. And then we're going to do a reverse bear crawl. So it's just the opposite, foot, hand, foot, hand. We'll do one more sequence through here, keeping those hips high, pushing those knees back, big back of the leg stretch through this movement. Again, focusing on the breath and loosening up the back sides of those legs. From the bear crawl, we've got 12 pass-throughs. So remember, you can use a broom handle if you don't have a PVC or a ski pole like we use in the gym. With the pass-throughs, you want your hands wide enough so that you can swing those arms all the way through. You're going belt loop to belt loops in the back, focusing on the breath, solid movements and rotation at the shoulder. We'll do a few of those as prescribed in your team app. From there, we're going to do our overhead squat. So just a reminder, pushing that pole to the ceiling, engaging all the way through those elbows, bringing those hips down to our heels, breathing in as we go down, exhaling as we come up, finishing with those hips forward, grounding into both the heels and toes, sending those hips back. Now remember, if you can see your hands as they're above your head through your peripheral as you look forward. Slide those hands back just a little bit so you can't see those through your air squats. From there, we'll do 4 more bear crawl forward and reverses, more pass-throughs. Finally, we'll do a few cyclones. So this is just a modification of the pass-through, dropping your wrist to your hip, getting a rotation that's just a little off from our pass-throughs that we did earlier. And then once you've got your sequence done in one direction, just rotate and go the other direction. That's your warm-up for today. We'll see you at the strength movement portion of this video in just a moment.